I'm David Bank with Impact Alpha. I'm here with Rema Subramanian, a co-founder of Ankur Capital in Mumbai. Welcome, Rema.
Thank you for having me here.
Tell us just what Ankur is all about.
Ankur is an early stage science and technology based fund in India. We invest into agri, climate, and inclusive businesses around how do you use science and technology to create disruptive solutions for some of the problems that are faced globally across climate and agri, and creating the access is what we do. And we have invested across 2 funds in 30 companies so far. All of them are creating really disruptive solutions and creating an impact while also generating returns for the investors.
So science and technology, startups solving big problems, only in India?
So we'll look at solutions which, we look at companies that are largely Indian, but we do invest outside in India as well. What we're looking out for is the fact solutions which has a relevance in India, but also has a relevance globally, especially in the developing markets. That's what we look for. So for example, one of our companies is actually based in Luxembourg. They do parametric insurance for agri farmers, and India is one of their markets, Africa is one of their markets, but they're based in Luxembourg. But the solutions are something that is relevant for a large part of the developing markets. Those are the kind of companies we invest in. A large part of it is in India, is what we invest in.
Now, there's lots of investors looking for disruptive tech solutions. So what is the capital gap that Ankur is filling?
While there are a lot of technology investors, most of them focus on the urban consumer, and also in terms of whatever is the hottest topic of the year is where. The gap still is on science-led innovations that can solve some of the problems globally, whether it's in terms of for the climate or whether it's for agri. How do you make the agri supply chains better, reduce wastage? How do you improve productivity? How do you have productivity of food? The way that we eat, the way our food eats are all changing. And you do need science-based innovations to be able to address that. That is still a gap in terms of early stages of innovation. When the scientists are working in the labs, how do they get it to the market? That's a gap that is there. And that's what we address to help them scale to market, go to market. And these are solutions which are relevant not only for India, but also relevant for a large part of the developing world, because these are coming with solutions that can be for the situations that's typically found in these parts of the world, unlike the developed parts of the world. That's what we invest into, and that's a gap that is it. They're not investors who are willing to invest into that.
And you're helping to de-risk them by getting them getting these companies to bring their products to market. Presumably, once they're established, it sounds like they're targeting quite large markets.
Absolutely. So what we help them is that the go-to-market, the commercialization part of it. So in all these technologies, whether it's digital technology, supply chains, from that pilot to the market, the 0 to 1, 1 to 10, and 10 to 100 are where they need capital and additional support. And that's what we bring to the table. Once they reach the 100, then you have enough and more people who want to be part of that party. That party, we have to get them to be at that party. Mm-hmm. And that's what we invest into. And some of our companies, for example, we had a company which converts methane emissions into proteins, which can go for animal feed, or it can go into agri-nutrients. So it converts the emissions, which is climatically very bad, into something which is useful. Now, that's not a solution where investors were willing to put money into. This is a company that we supported. Today, they're setting up a plant in Australia with Woodside Energy to convert the emissions of the oil and gas plant of Woodside Energy into animal feed, which there are plenty in Australia to feed. And that's what we invest into. But now there are investors coming in, not when they were trying to build a product and go to market.
So you took the risk early on. Once it's de-risked, other investors can come in. What do you, Ankur Capital, need in terms of your own, fundraising?
Well, we are raising our third fund. We're raising a $150 million fund, and we're looking for investors for that. Our first two funds are top decile performing funds in India and even globally. Our USD returns are top of 25+% net IRR returns. So we create impact, we create financial returns, and we would love for everyone to join the party.
Well, thank you, Rema. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you so much for having me here. Real pleasure talking to you. Thank you.